This hasn't been
You're
discussed
ahead of
by
this
our
discussion,
Or
Kevin.
would be better served by a capital
One of the
improvement
first things this is supposed to do is, you are the lead agency, is determine the impacts. At this point, how does the fire district respond to an increase in service when that hasn't been quantified? I know in the draft we read three to seven calls a year, fire calls. I don't know what that's based. I've heard numbers bandied around about 100 EMS calls a year. I don't know if that's legitimate at this point. I know that what's been shared with us is somewhat limited. We've seen one set of 1 year's response stats for one of the applicant's facilities. They have 6 other additional operating facilities right now. We haven't seen those stats. So I'm sort of wondering, how do we quantify for you, yes, we can handle it, when we don't know what it is? We don't know how big the well is. What happens if they say 100 calls and it turns out to be 400 calls? There are a whole bunch of unknowns here that are quite different from an existing nursing home, too. This is an assisted living facility, okay? Which means the homeowners could have cell phones. The cell phones they could pick them up and dial 911 if the partner falls. And all of a sudden, we have a set of calls. We don't know how this is going to work. We could have a higher number of calls than is anticipated. The best source we have of information is probably the applicant, at least initially, for us to review.